Hello everybody, welcome to your Daily Pop of Positivity. Today, if you see the larger read too, you'll see some familiar jewels and setup. Why I had it set up, I wanted to do your Daily Pop. The energy is so good. It's like I came to a decision this morning. I was like, let's really be concise in how we want to timetable our day so we're at our optimum high vibe energy when we're doing all the tapings. That means, I don't go and do a lot of problem solving for people that are anxious. Like I want just a lot of clarity and fun, uplifting air. And I love this deck so much. Like, again, if you guys, is this the first time you're watching, this is a Sacred Forest Oracle. I just love it. I love the messages. I feel it's so high vibe, beautiful, and there's so much clarity in it. And, today when I was listening to, and I talked about her on my larger video, Chloe Tyler, who I just came across, just was on the top of my feed. It was meant to be. I love her messages. At first, I'm not kidding you, I thought it was... it's so funny whenever I'm not on camera and I'm thinking of her name, Ashley Judd. Her voice sounds like Ashley Judd. I'm like, Ashley Judd just tarot readings? I was so excited. And then I was like, oh my gosh. And it was really crazy because her voice really resonates like that. And I thought it was amazing. So you guys, you got to go check her out. She's absolutely amazing. This YouTuber, beautiful, concise, gorgeous messages, so richly detailed. Her sets are beautiful. I love it. And I was like, wow, she really got me in a good vibe, in a good place. And I think how we can kind of like try to like conceptualize where our joy originates. Mine does it through a power of suggestion of something awesome. And I think that's why I've always had my channel be about like high vibes and moving towards that, because I'm very strong in the power of suggestion of others when it comes to music. If I play Happy or I play any of those songs, all of a sudden I feel that high vibe. I start to move in that direction through the power of music and words. I then like coalesce in with that vibe, and I feel like that's my main goal in what I do with these daily pops as well, because again, just think you're a blank slate, right? And all of a sudden, whatever you hear and see is going to affect your mood, right? So why aren't we always pulling in things that we hear and see that we love, right? Well, let's leave like hazardous news and gossipy, low vibe friends and stuff on the back burner so we can pull everything that's good, because this is how we also feel protected. And I feel like you need to know you are safe and surrounded by protective shield. You aren't alone. Your life is guided and protected by higher forces, and within this we can soar to greater heights. And this was a crazy thing about Chloe's video. She was talking about, and it was weird and it was spot on, about how she saw all these very high statuesque entities around, and Palladians and star seeds. And I often feel that, I feel very protected, and they literally just bounce all that negativity away. And I thought that is exactly true. So know that you're enough just as you are, no matter what has happened or occurred in the past. The truth is you're absolutely unconditionally enough as you are. So don't be concerned about outside forces and judgments and expectations of others. You're protected in your own energy field. And spend time with people and situations that uplift your energy rather than draining it. I used to do that. I used to feel obligated. Well, this consortium is my friends, no? And then really, when I thought about it, I was like, no. A lot of times they were coworkers. Of course they love me. I made them joy for free. I drove them places. I'm generous. I like to do those things. But then one time, let me give you an example. One time, agony on, and then I'm driving home with this individual that I not only give things to, teach them things. They asked me a question and I was answering. As soon as I finished the question and I then was sharing something about myself, the craziest thing happened. They switched on their phone, looked down, and were checking their messages and tapped out completely what was important to me or going on in my life. Right then, this huge red flag came and almost strangled me and hung me up from the hangman's noose. And I went, oh shit, that's what's going on. And that is not a nice feeling, but forget it. I'm a Sagittarius. Once you pass that and I realized that, goodbye. And a couple people in the beginning of my process, when I started my channel, have come to know that too, that all of a sudden it's like, boom, like what? Melanie, 1 minute, available, and then Ghostland. It's because I realized when I was being taken advantage of. And once that goes off and it really is made clear, and I'm a generous person, so I know when somebody is in need, and I know when somebody, they need attention, they need love, all of that. But when all of a sudden that red flag goes off, and that's what's going to happen with you, you're going to, boop, I need to protect my energy, forget, I love this thing. In the book, it talks about how hummingbirds visit an average of 1,000 flowers a day because they expend tremendous amounts of energy. It's necessary to have periodic times of rest. If we're always moving, we don't sometimes know what's going on, and upon reflection we'll go, oh yeah, this person's an a-hole. This person is an energy vampire, and you will receive this beautiful protection. But also it takes patience on where we're going and who we're becoming and why we're doing that. Freedom. This is a time to express yourself. Don't hold back. Choose life on your terms. Don't be trapped by expectations of others. Have patience. This card really indicates it's time to break free and let your spirit fly. Be daring as you go beyond predictable behavior. And I'm doing this for myself now. Also, comment down below if you find my voice is a little different. It's a little deeper. It's resonating a little more. I feel more empowered today. I feel like this message is meant to come out. And so oftentimes when I have that, a masculine energy comes in, and it's a very deep inflection in my voice. You know, it's less giddy and hyper, and my cadence is slower because I feel like it's important. And I notice these things about myself. I'm also noticing how I'm sitting as I'm doing this read for you. I'm very upright. My shoulders are back. I'm breathing very well. I'm doing a lot of breath work. Recognize these first steps in reclaiming your power for yourself as well. And that's part of the process for me right now. I have situated myself where now my boundaries are back in place for quite a few people. Quite a few people I felt like I was at a disadvantage for being, giving. I was starting to build resentments with a couple people in my life. I was like, whoa, why are they always asking, sending, what is this? What is this? And I thought, again, you had this silver tray with all the candies out continuously for them. It is not their fault or problem. It is in you, the giving tree. They've plucked all your leaves and you didn't tell them, hey, I need some of those leaves for myself, aka time, patience, all of that. And now you're learning to do that, to really say no when you need to. The truth is, you aren't here to be ordinary. You're here to step beyond limitations and self-imposed boundaries. And you're going to do this beautifully. Freedom, 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 time. And patience allows us to do this too. It's like, okay, number one message, have patience. Wait until the fog lifts before taking action. Truth is going to emerge in time, and you're going to need to go deeper. Follow your intuition. It's going to bring you to beautiful places like this success, which I absolutely love. I love this so much. Success is really going to start to flow into your life. Vitality, growing, youthful renewal in your body. You don't need to struggle. I feel like this is a time where all things are possible. The more you honor and celebrate the success you already have, the more it's going to pour in. Keep going. Use the stuff that you've learned. Fairy queens and mythic heroes were said to have emerged from springs, and these sacred well springs are a place to commune with the divine. Good fortune, bless, honoring of the secret springs. I feel like water is going to help infuse you with this balance and kind of just bring this cohesion of centered self, balance, beauty, and all of that. So you guys, I'm going to wrap it up because I actually feel dizzy. I did several reads because this energy, I wanted to ride that beautiful tide of really high vibe, good, empowered energy. But what happens is all of a sudden I'm like, whoa, I do feel dizzy. I did also burn enough sage to basically blitzkrieg an entire planet. I had a couple candles going and I have loose sage and I'm like, oh, I'm going to burn that and cleanse the house. And like anything, it's like, oh, I just need to now sit back and have water energy, because fire energy burns fast and furious. But you guys, I love you so much. I'm so excited for you. I'm going to go upload right now. I'm really excited for you. And if you guys are curious again about any of the jewelry, just say, oh, Melanie, I saw these purple agates with the crystals. I really love them. Anything you send screenshots or describe them, I'll let you know. This is something I was particularly just bowled over by. I love this. This is something I felt like right away too. I wanted to duplicate. I don't duplicate a lot of pieces, but I love tassels for this season, and I love abalone howlite mixed with pearls, as well as blue agates, gold, and green aventurine is just a whole stew of good luck, good fortune, purity, calmness, and it just imbues me. I just love looking at it, feeling it when I wear it. I'm like, I just feel like I ate a whole big tray of fresh fruit and drank a big glass of water, just like, woo, this is the juice. I feel like this is the juice. This is the combo for sure. So any of you guys, love and light.